To know how to recover refrigerant from an AC unit. When repairing work in AC unit, sometimes it is necessary to remove the refrigerant. For example, when replacing a compressor or any other equipment fault, the refrigerant may need to be removed. When removing the refrigerant, it should be removed and stored without mixing in the atmosphere. It is an important role of HVAC technician to remove refrigerant without leaking, as it affects the ozone layer and the environment. Now, how to recover refrigerant can be seen step by step. First, use proper PPA before starting work. Then take the necessary tools. The important tools in it are recovery machine. It has suction port, discharge port, and selector switches. Recovery cylinder. It has two ports, namely liquid port and vapor port. Then manifold gauge. First, turn off the unit. Then, connect from the discharge port of the recovery machine to the liquid port of the recovery cylinder. First, we are going to do the recovery of liquid refrigerant. Liquid refrigerant recovers faster than vapor refrigerant. So, first recover liquid refrigerant, and then recover vapor refrigerant. Connect the yellow hose from the manifold gauge to the suction port of the machine. Connect blue hose of manifold gauge to vapor port of unit, and red hose to liquid port of unit. After connecting all the hoses, change the suction switch of the machine to liquid. Then, open the valve of recover cylinder. Then, change the selector switch in the machine to recover, and start the machine. After starting the machine, change the discharge switch of the machine to open position, and then open the liquid lined valve in the manifold gauge. Now, all the liquid refrigerant in the unit goes to the cylinder, through the machine. According to the rules, the recovery cylinder should not be charged more than 80% of its capacity with refrigerant. So, when doing refrigerant recovery, charge it below 80% only. Close manifold gauge after liquid line pressure value reaches 0 psi in manifold gauge. Then, close the suction switch, discharge switch, and recover switch in the machine, and turn off the machine. Then, close the cylinder valve, and remove the hose from the liquid side of the cylinder, and connect it to the vapor side. Then, open the valve on the vapor side. Then change the suction switch in the machine to vapor, change the selector switch to recover, and then open the discharge switch. Now start the machine. After starting, open the vapor valve in the gauge. Now, all the vapor refrigerant in the unit will start to recover. After manifold gauge reaches value 0, close the manifold gauge valve, cylinder valve, and close the discharge switch, suction switch, and selector switch in the machine. Then turn off the unit. This is the method to recover refrigerant. I hope you have understood the method of refrigerant recovery through this video.